I'm just testing this to see what this world is like and how it works with walking around outside. So I'm looking for feedback if anybody's got any. Streaming on Twitch in real life is sort of a pain in the ass because the camera looks so god awful that it's like just useless. You have to have external cameras, and that just turns into a whole situation. But anyway, if somebody can holler back at me and make sure that my audio is working, that'd be cool. And it doesn't show. There's an audio echo. That's weird. Let me see if I can adjust anything. Did the microphone die there? You don't hear an echo. Okay, can I get more? Okay, cool. No audio there. That made sense. I can't see why there'd be an echo. Does anybody else have that? No echo there? Okay. Okay, cool. Is the audio like, okay. And I'm gonna watch this later and see how it looks. Yeah, it's like I can hook up my GoPro and I can stream with that through Twitch, and it's really good, but it's goofy. So, like getting it hooked up, I tried to do it a couple days ago and it just wouldn't work. I had to I sat there for like 15 minutes, like rebooting things, and it just doesn't work. I couldn't get them to connect. But what I don't like about this app is that your chat just disappears. So I can't. Like if you say things and I miss it, it's not just like on the screen for me to scroll back to, it just vanishes. So that's just, everything's got some goofy garbage. So, okay, let me flip this around and I'm just gonna stream for a little bit here. I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or something as I head back to the house kind of the long way. And in the most spectacular news ever, oh shoot, I'm way further down than I thought I was. Okay, I'll have to take a different way back. All of them are bad in some way. The YouTube one is pretty easy to use, and I think it looks okay. But again, the chat just disappears. Like right now, like I saw your chat come up for like, it stays up for 10 seconds and then it goes away. Which, like if I'm crossing a street or something, like in real life, and I'm not looking at the screen, I can't get the chat to come back. It's just gone. Just, if they just leave it on the fucking screen, and I have it set to all chat, it just makes it like a nightmare to use as a streamer. Because I mean, I'm trying to like, navigate the world, and I have 10 seconds to read a comment. So I'm constantly having to click the chat button to bring it back. I can't believe they think that's a good idea. Anyway, I was thinking about getting a drink. I don't know if anything over here is pumping my nads. Oh, anyway, in other news, I was sitting on this ledge just hanging out for a few minutes, and I sat in a puddle, so I'm kind of soaking. Yeah, a banana drink would do me large. But I don't want any caffeine right now because it's kind of late. I'm under a train, so sorry about the sound. I also am not sure about this or not, but I'm not asking anybody to push the button. But is there a button where people can do super chats on this account? Like, is that even available? I'm just curious. I'm not begging for money here. I just want to know if it's there. No. Huh. And also, didn't see that guy. Something else that is, maybe I could have this. It's just like a dude sitting there. Anyway, Get out of here. Where am I? Oh, no, Goku. No, sir, no super chat button. I wonder if I have to enable that or if this account just isn't eligible for it because it doesn't have enough followers. Not that that's like a huge deal or anything, but I mean, you know what I mean? It'd be nice. And I just dropped my phone. Because, I'll show you this. This is a bummer too. I'm just complaining today. That's what I'm in the mood for. This is the legs of the Joby the Joby what's it called? Tripod. These things are garbage. They just fall apart after maybe you have to have a certain number of subscribers. Chat going too fast. It's not that it goes too fast. It's that it goes too slow. Like, it's hard to tell you, but there's about 10 seconds of time when somebody sends a chat that it's on the screen, and then it just fades out and disappears. And I can't tell it to stay there forever. So if I'm, walking across the street and somebody says something and then I go to look at it, I miss it. I don't see it. I am in Ryogoku. So, oh shoot. Anyway, this thing fell off my can't think, the tripod stand that I have my phone hooked into. They just fall off because they're garbage. Those Joby, I can't think of what they're called, like pod something is what the name of these things are. Like they're really good for like a week and then they just fall apart. Yeah, so like the chat is gone. So I have to click 2 things to make the chat come back up. Yeah, it's not that the chat's going by too fast. It's that literally the chat is disappearing when there's not a message. If I don't get a message in it's like 10 seconds or so, it disappears. So the whole right now it's gone. The thing just faded out. So there's no chat on my screen at all, nothing. So I can't see if somebody left something and it's just like idling there waiting for me to say something or read it. Like it's gone. So now I have to push a little flag and then push live chat. Now it's back. And then it's really bad. It pushes everything up and puts a message that says, welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy every single time I make the chat come back up. Joby GorillaPod, thank you. But if somebody sends a message like within every 10 seconds, then it stays on the screen. But again, like this is for in real life streaming. That's exactly what this app is for. And I'm trying to navigate the world safely. So I can't just like stare at that the entire time. You have to look away sometimes. This is why last time. Yeah, I know. And then exactly. And then you start going down this rabbit hole of trying to find something. And every time you use one of those, you got to give it permission. You have to leave the chat open for it to stay there. No. I'm not closing the chat. That's not the thing. It's closing the chat. I'm not doing anything. Like, I should make a video of how this works with another camera so that people can see it. I guess it's hard to explain, but it's that the chat just fades away. And it's just a bad design on their app. Like I can see that being a feature, but I want it to just stay there forever, but I don't see a way to make that happen. And yeah, I mean, a third-party app, yes, probably, but that's just like why doesn't the app for that, why does that need to be a thing? Why is this the world we live in, where there's always going to be some problem? But, and like every time you try a third-party thing, you might have to pay for it. That's what happens on a phone. It's designed to stay open on a laptop or computer. Yeah, but why? Why? That's my point. That's my point. Why? Just leave it on the screen. I don't need to see this part of the screen. Like, give me the chat. Like, that's the most important thing. Yeah, so, and then every time you use a third-party app, you got to give it access and everything, and it's always kind of sketchy. Like, you're just, like, installing apps and all this crap. And then you're like, okay, you can have access to my YouTube account. You can have access to my, and it's just, you gotta wonder what's going on. Like, it just gets sketchy feeling. So, and then, I mean, you gotta try it, and the only way to try it is to live stream and look like an idiot if it doesn't work. it's just a mess. Streaming is way more complicated than people want to say it is. Everybody's like, oh, streaming is no problem, it's easy. It's way technically more difficult because nobody makes anything that works right. And like the closest thing that works okay is OBS. OBS is pretty good, but that doesn't do me any good right now unless I want to walk around with a laptop in my bag. Use a second phone. Yeah, okay, now I got to carry around a second phone that I got to keep charged. I'm trying to do this so that it can be easy. Just like, I just want to hit a button and stream and have fun. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not making any money on this. So it's not like I want to buy I got to buy another phone now. Like, okay, there's $400. You know what I mean? And then I got to make sure that phone is charged. And then I have it on me at all times because I just want to do spontaneous stuff. Yeah, Streamlabs doesn't help me with streaming right now. Like, not that I'm aware of. I think a lot of people hear names of things and think they know what it does. They're like, oh, it's an easy solution. But like, then you watch these big streamers, the people who are making money doing this, right? And they're walking around with a backpack, and the backpack's got a computer in it, and it's got like, they got these systems that have got like two things wired into two different SIM cards so that they have constant data. I mean, it gets complicated and really expensive. And I mean, it makes sense if these people it's their living. But I'm just trying to have a good time. All right, less of me, more of the world. Not that I was gonna go to the other side of the river where it's way more interesting looking. But the reason that I didn't is because I was at the wrong bridge, and the bridge I thought I was going to be able to cross was a train bridge, so I couldn't walk over it. But yeah, we were talking about Joby GorillaPods earlier. It's like, they're pretty crap. This one is falling apart because it's kind of old. I've had them in the past, and they're pretty expensive too. This little one wasn't that expensive. It's this tiny little thing for a phone. But the bigger ones for like a big camera, they're like serious money. Like, they're like $100 or something for like a regular phone or whatever. Has this stupid encoder to get the best bandwidth, so they have to keep a proxy of sorts to keep the stream. See, and that's the problem with this app. I couldn't read that whole comment because now the comment's gone. If they would just hold it on the screen, it'd be perfect. And now I have to scroll up because I've got a welcome to the chat button. It's stupid. Has an encoder to get the best out of the bandwidth. They have a proxy of sorts to keep the stream. But even streaming at home, like, I've got it down now. And OBS works pretty well, and I mean, it's free software. And that's the weird thing, is it's free and it's the best I've used. It's not even somebody trying to monetize anything. But maybe that's why it's the best. What was I going to say? Yeah, but my issue is that the app I'm using right now is designed for people being mobile. And they fucked it up because it's Google, and they always fuck up the last like tiny little important part. And like the Twitch app is designed to be used mobile. Like it has that feature, and that's what Twitch is. And when you stream from it, it looks so bad. But if I stream to Twitch mobily through the GoPro, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not like beautiful, but I mean, it looks fine. It looks vastly better. We did a bunch of tests with that a while ago. I'm gonna get away from the river on the highway. And I'll have to look at this when I get home, if this looks okay or not. My version of it looks beautiful, but I don't think I'm seeing the compressed version you guys are seeing. I'm also noticing that I like there's much less delay between real time and what you guys are seeing on the YouTube app. Oh shit. I saw that and my brain went, my light's green, but my light was red. And then I was like, why is that car not stopping? I look like an idiot. What if you stream from the YouTube? That's what I'm using. I'm using the YouTube app. Is the stream only 720p? Yeah, this is the YouTube app. And that's what I'm talking about, like the... Let me see if I can make the stream any higher quality. I can save a highlight, I can enable a flash, and I can mute the microphone. I don't see any other options for myself. Oh, I can tell it to put filters on, but I can't tell it to leave the chat up live. What a weird quirk. Yeah, I almost think that not having the chat like be up all the time is a deal breaker. Like, which is a bummer because I would kind of just rather stream here. I always end up streaming to Instagram because it's the best one, which is ridiculous because it's the only one that's not monetizable. And it's sort of a pain in the ass. The one problem with Instagram is you can either share the live to Instagram TV or you can download it to your phone. And when you download it to your phone, it downloads the entire thing from Instagram again, which uses a shit ton of bandwidth. And if you don't do it right after you end the stream, it just doesn't work. It just disappears into the cloud into the cloud, and you can't download it anywhere. So usually what I do is share it to Instagram TV, and then it goes up, and it's sort of okay. But who the hell sits there and watches Instagram TV? And I know they're killing Instagram TV as a product soon, so I don't think that's. I'd be interested to see how that ends. But I don't know. It's just I don't really. I don't really want to live stream on Instagram. Like, I'd rather live stream on Twitch or on YouTube, but I can't come up with a solution for it that's not garbage. Cool looking building. There's a way to do it where you're live and the chat stays open. I would love to know. I just had to double tap and reopen it again. Sorry, I'm not like super peachy tonight. It's like raging about this app. I think also I just got annoyed because right before I started streaming, I realized I had sat in some water. So I'm kind of all wet. I think it just made me grumpy. These flashing signs are cool. What is Katie up to? She is... Hold on, let me go. I see now I have to go back. Oh, hey, Josh. I think it's amazing I'm watching this mundane walk live. Wonder if that started out. Oh, the building back there? Yeah. Katie, tonight Katie has I don't know if I guess I could say a Japanese lesson, I guess is how you'd explain this. She's just talking with a friend, basically. She's like on Skype or something that's helping her with like Japanese lessons. So she does that a couple times a week. I don't always go out and stream when that happens, but usually when I'm streaming, she is busy with friends or doing something like that. Katie is like the busiest person on the planet. Like, she has a calendar and like it's booked up for months. I thought this was the highway entrance, but it's not. It's off one of these roads. Yeah, she is efficient. That's true. That was a good characterization. See you later, Mark. This billboard up here, you probably can't see it because the exposure is whack, but it says that it's like, you can, how do I say this? It's like a blank billboard and they want people to pay them to put an ad up there. Like, we're asking for billboard customers, I guess. I don't know how you say this in English. But it's been like that for years. Like, I don't think I've ever seen something up there. So it makes me wonder how expensive that billboard is. See you later. It's starting to rain more. Yeah. I actually don't really come down here that much. Yeah, they're advertising for people to buy the advertising spot. What's going on? I'm just testing to see if the streaming situation on YouTube is not garbage, but I've decided it's kind of garbage. I just want to find a platform that's checks all the boxes and all of them are bad somehow. What's the secret to your numbered photos on Instagram? Okay, yeah, rent a sign. Yeah, that's how you would say it. You still probably can't see it. It's all blasted out because of exposure. The numbered thing on Instagram is, if you look at our Instagram profile and then like look at the front page, you'll see something that says, like, one of the stories, the pinned stories thing says junior high art. You look at that and it'll make sense. But it's basically junior high schools made these little art pieces and they're on display down by the river. Woohoo! Sometimes there's a dog here. Number 12 of those. I'm not sure what number we're at. I'm about to finish the top row though. Things are good. So a little dog hangs out in there sometimes, and this is like a little vending machine hole. There's like a cigarette smoking place that says don't smoke cigarettes here. I guess it's not a cigarette thing, it's a UNICEF hole. Can you hear the sweet jams? Where's the speaker? There's a camera. Well, I can't see those red lights in real life, but you can see them on the camera. Tokyo smell in the rain? I don't think it has a specific rain smell. Sometimes if a typhoon comes through, the area that we live can smell like the ocean. Oh, this is like a, I don't know what these things are called for like shocking people, an AED, I guess. Somebody has a heart problem. Yeah, peach nectar. I almost bought one earlier, but probably had enough sugar already today. Those things are pretty sweet. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Does it smell here? It doesn't smell bad. It just smells, I don't know. It smells like nothing. Or if it smells like something, I'm so used to it I can't tell, you know? But yeah, after typhoons, enough of the seawater gets pulled up into our area, like up the river from the bay. that it can smell kind of like the ocean, like salty, which is not usual for the area we're in. YouTube has good chat. Oh, you found them in Melbourne? Awesome. Are they really expensive? Yeah, I think, yeah, you're right about Instagram's chat is not that good. I think it's just the nature of the platform. The chat on, I've bitched about this for 10 minutes earlier, but the chat on here is sort of crap on my side because it disappears after 10 seconds. So if I'm not looking at the screen or somebody sends a long message, I have to then double tap the screen and then click a menu to get the chat to come up. Oh, yeah, okay. So the American pronunciation of, I've never been there, so I can be excused. Melbourne. No, you don't hit that R so hard, right? Melbourne. There we go. They're $5 for one? Really? So if I drink one, I basically made $4. I should drink more of them. I'll get rich. Yeah, the chat thing on my side is a bummer. If it would just stay on the screen, I would love it. I'd use this all the time. Melbourne. Yeah, I'm just guessing what the Japanese. I've never seen it written that I can think of in katakana. Merubon, something like that. Yeah, it's just kind of frustrating to use because of that chat leaving. Cool truck. Tokyo in the rain looks so dope. Every time it rains, I'm like, I want to go out and take pictures. But I don't have a really good raincoat. And it's sort of annoying to like take pictures with like trying to keep your camera and stuff going with one hand holding an umbrella. And finding a raincoat that fits me is probably not a simple thing in Tokyo. But yeah, it looks really cool. It's just because like all the reflective surfaces. Like looking down this street, you probably might be hard for you guys to see, but this puddles and stuff. And then you have the lights and stuff. It's just a vibe, you know? Tiny umbrella for the camera. The camera, my good camera is actually not waterproof, but kind of water sealed. Instead of the level, oh yeah, the resolution isn't that great. Somebody said that it was on, it was only 720p, which is sort of a bummer. Maybe I'll try to Google it later. If there's a way to keep the chat on the screen, that would be ideal. Check out this big boy. Good Lord. So this thing is like pounding earthquake pillar things, I think, is what's going on. Like down into the ground. But it's taking up the entire lot of space. Yeah, I think they're putting these things in the ground. Kinugawa. What's that? This building is kind of cool looking. And yeah, like I stream on Instagram because it's just easy. Like I can just push a button and it goes, and that's handy. But honestly, like I never watch live streams on Instagram. So I don't know why I expect other people to. But yeah, the Instagram app is just like, you can just push a button and you're there. Makes it really handy. The shot of me is even worse than usual when I have this umbrella up. Oh, here's the highway entrance. I'll take a break here. So cars will come off of this main artery, like this bus or whatever is probably going to get on the highway. And I think like if you were to hitchhike out of Tokyo, this might be a decent place to get a ride. It might not work so well. You can't take a motorcycle up there? I wonder why. That's weird. I didn't realize that they were like segregated like that. Like catching a ride here might be okay. You might get lucky, but people might not stop because they don't have enough time to like see you and then think about it. But you could catch somebody like sitting at a red light and then they'd notice you and then maybe you could catch a ride. I think about this kind of stuff a lot. Getting rides out of cities can be pretty hard just because it's like hard for people to have a place to pull over. But I think people could stop right here and they would. I had a really hard time getting out of Sendai. Every time I go there and hitchhike out, which has been a few times, it's always just been a nightmare to catch a ride. This is the way that the city is set up. And like getting on the highway system is very important if you want to go a long distance, of course. Love how skinny this is. Yeah, more. I didn't know there was one near Tokyo. Can you scroll up past the welcome to chat sign? Yeah, I can. I can scroll up past it, but it's just annoying. Like I'm trying to like walk around in public and not walk into stuff. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of. See, yeah, this blows because I missed like a whole heap of stuff because the chat went away. I do need a motorcycle license. What is the weird thing to my right? I'm sorry. I may have missed when that comment came in. Is it still there? Like, are you just these are just like electrical boxes? If that's what you're talking about. And they can be data. I think they're data boxes, like telephony. But the thing over the street. Are we talking about that? I think it's just a sign for getting on the highway. Have a good shower. Think about me. Yeah, it's just a sign. But I'll show it to you if I can get a good view. Have a good day at work. So let's have a quick look at that thing. Okay, can I zoom on this app? Yes. Oh wow, that works really well. So it's just showing like where you have to go to get to certain places. And I don't know the road system well enough to explain it to you. But I've seen where it'll like blink and show where on the loop if there's like an accident or something. Or it'll tell you can't go in certain places. I've seen it say stuff like that before. Big parking spots. 3. What the hell? What the hell? That's a lot of trash cans. This must be a business or something that generates a lot of garbage. The trash guys must love that. I wonder if they have to pay extra for that. So this is the exit for the highway that's right here. And that's why there were so many cars backed up at that light there. The sky tree is right there. Maybe you can sort of see the base of it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what's going. The trash can thing is weird. I don't have an answer for you. I've talked about this on previous live streams, but this thing here, it looks like a Koban, but it's actually not a Koban. I think maybe it used to be a Koban, but it's like a public safety center now. And I believe it's usually staffed by like retired police officers. So it's like not actual cops, but just guys that can like give you directions, or like if there's a problem, maybe they can get a real cop or something. You can tell because it has a blue light on the top of it. Instead of, like, Kobans have red lights on them, I think. Yeah, it's not a, it's a, it's a Koban, not Koban. Oh, okay, yeah. In America, there is no such thing. There's just like police officers you're terrified of. There used to be a difference between police and military there, but it's sort of blended. I'm gonna get myself canceled if I keep talking like that. But yeah, like right now, I don't think there's anybody there. Yeah, but it's still lit up. Maybe he's sleeping in the back. That could be a thing. I think this guy might be live streaming. I googled what a Koban is. Oh yeah, I think they translate it to police box in English usually, right? It's like neighborhood police dudes. It's a good idea. I think the policing in Japan is pretty good. I mean, it has its problems, but I prefer it over anywhere else I've ever spent significant amount of time. This bridge right here, this is Azumabashi. So it's the bridge like near where we are, where we live. So I'll be home in like 5 minutes if anybody has any conversation topics. What the hell? What is going on with this bike? Somebody's doing their laundry? Maybe it's a homeless guy's bike? There's some homeless people that kind of live along the river, so that's possible. Oh, yeah, I know about those toilets. I use those toilets all the time. Why are they odd? What's weird about them? I mean, they're kind of gross. Yeah. Well, the bike may not be getting that wet. It's getting a little bit of like wind rain, but not direct rain. Isn't the TARDIS, isn't that like a phone box? Isn't that what that is? A Koban is like a police box. Yeah, this looks a lot better in the camera than it does in real life. It's kind of dim in real life. I yeah, I agree. Whoever earlier somebody had said that the chat is better here than it is on Instagram. The chat on Instagram always kind of feels dead. Those people are just walking across the red light. YOLO. This construction here is not exciting me. I'm just gonna wait and go the long way so I don't have to deal with those construction dudes. The reason it's not exciting me, this is this, you can hear a train. There's a train going by, and this is like an air intake for the train system, I think. The reason that is not exciting me is because if it's noisy construction, our building is right there, and that's not ideal for the middle of the night. This scooter is like asking to go straight through that area that's closed, I guess. That was odd. Guy's breaking the law too. That guy's breaking the law as well. Neighborhood's going to hell. Yeah, I tend to just wait. I don't know. I'm never in a hurry. I probably cross the red light now and then, but I can't do that on stream, otherwise everybody will report me to the police. Yeah, I'm glad I'm getting home. The rain is getting annoying. Oh, the billboard, yeah, it's a kimono rental place. I can't break rules. I'm waiting for my permanent residency to process. Once that processes, I can start breaking all the laws. So I probably explained this to some people. This is the community store that we made the video about, the vending machine thing. It's closing, like not just the vending machine shopping area, but the entire store, and then also the entire corporation is going out of business. It's not going out of business because of this vending machine thing. It's going out of business because they said on their website, it's like COVID related stuff has destroyed our income or something. I don't know if that's true, but that's their excuse. But this is still open. You know what's weird, actually? The sign that says they're closing isn't on the vending machine area. It's only on the convenience store. Like that red sign right there says we're closing on the 20th. I wonder if this is going to stay open. That'll be ridiculous. Oh my God, if that's true. Yeah, I don't know if a tourist in this neighborhood, I don't know if tourism is doing anything. This brand of convenience store has never really been really popular. So I think maybe it's just poorly managed or something. Yeah, I wonder if the Mopu is going to stay open. I've never thought about it. I didn't realize before. Nobody ever uses the robot store ever. Like I've seen it used 3 or 4 times total ever, and it's been there for, I don't know, a long time, over a year. All right. Yeah, on the other side of the bridge, it would have impact, but here I don't think that there's enough tourists walking across the bridge and going in there for it to, like, put the community out of business. And it's like, it's not just that store; it's like the whole corporation, which is like they have. I don't know how many stores they have, but they have more than just that one. They're outside of Tokyo too, so um, there's a problem somewhere in the line. But anyway, yeah, maybe that's what they'll do. All the workers will be behind the wall. I'm into it. Okay, anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. And I don't know if I'll do this again on YouTube or not, but ring the bell, because if I do, then it'll notify you. Unless you don't want to ring the bell. I don't know, whatever. I'll see y'all later. I don't know how to end this one. Bye. Yes.